was a Panamanian man who lived out in the middle of this jungle. And he was chopping away with his machete. He slit the top of it open with his
machete. Just want to take a moment to thank all of my patrons. Thank you guys for being so generous. I love you guys. Welcome to the Twisted Tentacle Inn. I am your innkeeper, Vase Odin, and today we'll be talking about the Black Cat. Forbidden. The Black Cat is a level 5 2-cost unique neutral ally asset from the Where the Gods Dwell Mythos pack. It has 2 wild icons and has text that reads, anytime you reveal a tablet, elder thing, or elder sign symbol during a skill test, you may choose to use the following effects instead of that symbol's normal effects. Tablet, -1, the Black Cat takes 1 direct damage. Elder thing, -1, the Black Cat takes 1 direct horror. Elder sign, +5, heal all damage and horror from the Black Cat. At 5 experience, the Black Cat sits alongside some of the most powerful cards in the game. Is it worth the cost? Does it live up to expectations? Let's break it down. All of the abilities of the Black Cat are passive. You cannot proactively trigger them. That is, unless you have a way to ensure that you reveal the right tokens during a test. It's also important to note that you don't have to use the abilities when you reveal a proper token unless you want to. The added bonus of changing the effects of a useless or poorly timed Elder Sign draw is pretty nice. There are tons of investigators whose Elder Sign ability is either situational or not useful. Some even have the possibility of still failing the test. With the Black Cat, you can change that and turn that Elder Sign into a success, and possibly something useful. At a cost of 2 resources, the Black Cat's abilities are already great, but you also get the added benefit of a damage soak of 3 and a horror soak of 3. Everyone takes damage and horror in Arkham Horror, and this means that you'll always get use out of the Black Cat, regardless of whether you ever pull any of the tokens that the Black Cat modifies. If you ask me, that's pretty fantastic value. Compared to a card like True Grit from the Path to Carcosa, which costs 3 resources and soaks only damage, or something worth fighting for from the Secret Name Mythos pack, which costs 3 resources and only soaks 3 horror. Not only do these cost 3 times as much if you want the same amount of soak, but you have the added issues of filling your deck with twice as many cards and run the risk of drawing horror soak when you need damage soak instead, and vice versa. Having the soaks for both damage and horror in one card is a benefit that cannot be ignored. But I know what you're thinking. The Black Cat costs 5 experience points, so really it's not a good comparison to level 0 cards. So let's compare it to Spiritual Resolve, a Guardian spell slot asset from the Weaver of the Cosmos Mythos pack. It also costs 5 experience points and soaks 3 damage and 3 horror. It costs 3 resources, and its only other ability is the ability to heal itself by discarding another copy. Both are great cards, but the Black Cat wins out in benefits versus resource cost. Now, Spiritual Resolve does allow you to add a 3rd copy to your deck, which makes it more likely to be drawn in any given game. It also only costs 5 experience points for all 3 copies because of its Myriad keyword, whereas the Black Cat would cost you 10 experience points for 2 copies. So that is something that grants Spiritual Resolve an advantage here. But, as we will see in this video, Spiritual Resolve falls flat when it comes to potential card interactions. The Black Cat has many more potential combos and interactions that elevates it to another level. We're now going to explore these interactions with this furry friend and determine if its experience cost is appropriate. Leo Anderson loves allies on the board. The Black Cat becomes a powerhouse in a Leo Anderson deck. If you use Leo's once per round ability, you not only get to play the Black Cat without using an action, but you also only pay 1 resource to play it. Talk about serious value. Leo also has access to Well Prepared, a 2-cost asset from the Boundary Beyond, that lets you take advantage of the matching skill icons of cards in play. With Black Cat, Well Prepared becomes a boost of 2 wild icons every single round. If you have 2 copies of Well Prepared in play, it means twice per round you're getting 2 wild icons added to any 2 skill tests, or 4 wild icons to 1 test. If you want to boost your benefits a little bit more, you also have the ability to pack Calling in Favors, a neutral event from the Unspeakable Oath Mythos pack that allows you to kick the cat back to your hand if it happens to be badly injured, and able to be played again at the beginning of your next turn without using an action via Leo's special ability. Mystics also have some great interaction with the Black Cat, especially Jim Culver. Jim's ability to convert skulls to zeros synergizes well with the Black Cat's ability. In a Jim deck, having the Black Cat in play means that only cultist tokens will hit you with their full strength, and there are plenty of campaigns where cultist tokens are missing from the Chaos bag. Some Path to Carcosa scenarios, some Forgotten Age scenarios, and many, many others. But even if the cultist token makes its way into the Chaos bag, Mystics can pack Ritual Candles, a hand slot asset from the Dunwich Legacy Deluxe expansion. The candles give you a +1 to any skill test where a special symbol is pulled. With 2 of them in play, along with the Black Cat, it means that Tablet and Elder Things are actually a bonus to your test. In a Jim Culver deck, it means all special symbols except cultists will grant you a bonus. Alternatively, you can pack the Grotesque Statue, a hand slot asset from the core set that allows you to draw an extra Chaos token when performing a test and choose 1 to resolve. With this in play, you're more likely to make use of the cat's ability. Another great card you can add is the Jewel of Aurelius, an accessory slot asset from the Where Doom Awaits Mythos pack. Having the jewel in play means that special symbol tokens not only can be drained of their power with the Black Cat, but also manipulated to grant you extra resources or extra cards in your hand on most rounds. You can even increase your odds of drawing such symbols with cards like Dark Prophecy, a 1-cost event from the Forgotten Age, which has you draw 5 tokens during a test and choose 1 with a special symbol to resolve. In fact, there is no shortage of cards that interact with special symbols within the Mystic card pool, and frankly, there's too many to detail in this video if I want to keep it under an hour long. The Circle and Done cycle brought us many such cards, so be sure to check out those packs for some more interactions with special symbols. I will say the biggest drawback of the Black Cat is the fact that it takes an ally slot. If you plan on adding this card to your deck, you'll have to give up a lot of other great allies, which are indisputably some of the best cards in the game. Of course, you can always just take Charisma, a neutral permanent from the Essex County Express Mythos pack, and have the Black Cat alongside another ally. So, is the Black Cat worth 5 experience points? I think that with its versatility and countless interactions, it most certainly is worth every point. But the caveat is this: the Black Cat is probably not worth it if you're just making a spur-of-the-moment type of upgrade. It's one of those cards that, even though you don't necessarily build around it, fits into specific overall strategies within a deck. In other words, its interactions and passive triggers make it an ideal card to greatly enhance an existing deck strategy, as opposed to standing on its own as a powerhouse, like, say, Leo DeLuca from the core set. So, what do you think about the Black Cat? Is it worth the 5 experience points? Is it overpriced? Please leave your comments down below, and I'd be happy to read through those and answer them. Hopefully this video was helpful for you, and if it was, please be sure to click the like button. And if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you guys for visiting the inn. I am your innkeeper, Vase Odin. Check in anytime. I'll talk to you then.